this again. I had tried recording a video on Twitch, and it looks like it was a 20-minute video that did stream, but it looks like it wasn't saved. And that's my fault maybe more than anyone else's, but I would assume that it would have just been saved, and I guess it was not. I had gone back over here to Twitch, and it says right here that there was 20 minutes of duration, one viewer, but then here it says it looks like the session was not saved. It was no longer available, which is too bad, but I've been exploring the settings, and it looked like there was something about not saving streams that was selected, so I've changed that. And to be honest, I've already lost where that was. There's a lot to see here. Oh, look at that. Okay. See, I should have done this, so I would have known. Interesting. Okay, yep, that's infinite video right there. Says it's unstable. Not sure what that's about. But anyways, alright, second attempt here. What we are trying to do is understand what is possible for Twitch, and also experience the raw feeling of making mistakes, because it's going to happen. Like I said, this is the second time I'm filming this. But the real purpose is I want to show people, or I can't really quite show, but I want to talk about the last couple of days and some neat things I've learned about video editing. So that's the only tag I have here, is video editing. And I use DaVinci Resolve, so we'll go over here. This is a video that I've been working on for a little bit. Just a little exploration in the woods with my good friend Annette. And I'll say the video's not all that interesting yet, but how I got the footage to be stable is what was interesting. And so we're just going to play a little bit of this. What I'm using is a GoPro. Here's the mod. It's not perfect. This is still my first time using it. But so after recording on the Mac, GoPro has an option in their that costs $100 a year. It's probably worth it, but I was curious if there was a way to take advantage of that for no extra cost. What I found was if you just run the program, which I've already forgotten the name, but if you run the program from GoPro and then just screen capture it with OBS, like, yeah, the quality is not going to be quite as right, the quality will be off a little bit. Maybe frames, there'll be some drop frames. Like back here, you'll see there were some drop frames. I think that's just an example of the camera itself. Walking down a hill, especially in high contrast areas where you have these darker trees and bright sky. Anyways, I figured out that you can run the GoPro program, balance out, level out the footage, and screen capture that, and save that, and you're like good to go. It's just going to be a slightly lower resolution and a little bit of weirdness, but it works pretty well. I'm not sharing the audio with this right now because it's not great. It doesn't look very windy, but it just wasn't picked up well because I didn't have any special mic to go for. I wanted it to be very lightweight. So I did not bring any microphones. It's really hard to hear Annette while she's talking, especially when she's not facing the camera. So anyways, that's the biggest thing about video editing that I wanted to share. What else I wanted to say, and what I said in the first video, is that this computer was just given to me by a friend of a friend. I really have to say, thanks Dan, I really appreciate that. This computer is so much better than mine. I have an old computer that I built back in 2018 with some okay specs. I had like a 1050 Ti, which I then upgraded to a 2060, and now this computer I have is a 3060 Ti.
I think they're going to be on the other
Granted,
side.
it's 2025, so this graphics card is like 5 years old, but still, for free, like, man, thank you so much. Merry Christmas, if you know what I mean. So, yeah,
I think,
really thankful
what
for
I
that.
think right
And
now,
it wasn't just the graphics card.
if
it got
there
me
is,
into
I'm
pretty much the
chasing
entirety of
that
the
way.
computer.
When we go on the other side, it's going to be much deeper than
So
it
it
is
adds
right
some
here.
RAM and some
I'm
hard
thinking
drive.
this is so low, they couldn't get up over that lip. You'll see what I mean. On the other end, there's a lip that comes up. When the water's high, they can swim through it. But when it drops down, you can't. These guys are smart. They know how to, they can just feel it somehow without changing their adjustment, you know, to the water, to the flow. And I don't think this is deep enough for them right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's go on the other side. I don't see any indication. Well, check that hole though. I just see something
I don't
moving
need
around
to.
there.
I don't plan on uploading anything.
Well, Joe will be happy that we made a path for him.
Yeah. Well, maybe in a couple of weeks we'll come back.
Yeah, you gotta see the other side. The other side is gonna be more productive.
Speaking of YouTube,
You see anything
I'm
swimming
definitely
out?
more familiar with YouTube. I've been using YouTube at least a decade. And
Wait.
I've been creating channels all along with myself, for my friends, for my clients. I've just got a bunch. I want to mention a couple here.
I'm gonna see
I am pretty
any
new
little trap from the rain
to
this week.
OBS.
And that hole,
That's
and then we'll
what
go
I'm
to the
using
other side.
right
Does that
now
sound
to
okay?
capture. And
Sounds
I'm
great.
brand new to Twitch. Just signed up for today. Hence my happy life of my work here. OBS I learned about 2 years ago. My buddy and I were working on an idea of recording movie reviews, and so we created a channel called Recon Reviewers. That's on YouTube, and we did like a dozen videos. Everything from aliens to airplanes, some horror movies, Christmas movies, and yeah, it was just all over the place. But it was a good experience. Unfortunately, the channel did not do well. I don't know how to advertise this stuff. I don't know how to make
It's
it.
beautiful
We were
wetlands,
putting
and
out a
it's
movie
so,
like once a month.
it's really
so
different
I think it
because
just,
the water.
I think the
is a big
algorithm
lip.
required more
They
than
would have
just
to
once a
get
month.
into
But the issue we had was while we were recording with DaVinci Resolve, we weren't streaming it. It was just recording. We recorded the entire movie
know.
with
We
our
were
raw
really not really,
reactions and
really.
commentary along the way. And,
Okay.
I say,
I think we just, or maybe I'll speak for myself. I just got too involved with the whole wanting it to be perfect and really wanting the videos to be good, audio level to be good,
Everything on it.
the yeahs and ums and you know all of the detractors from the original review. So, anyways, we did these movie reviews for about a year, and about a dozen or so. Good experience, but maybe in the future if we do that project again, we'll just do straight streaming, very minimal. Yeah, just really excited to just kind of use Twitch as a way to run my train of thought, just speak and see what happens. I think I'm doing this more for myself than any particular viewers, just to get comfortable with the idea of talking and not leaving a lot of gaps that I edit out later like those in the YouTube videos. Anyways, last plug for that is Recon Reviewers on YouTube. And one other channel I do want to plug that we work on with another friend, Clarky's Cooking Tour. We did that 2 or 3 years ago. Also did about a dozen videos, but also was not profitable or successful. It was a lot of fun, and my friends had a good time.
this little pile.
But again, I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to video editing, and I want things to look a certain way and sound a certain way. And I'm just not very quick at it. So I'm hoping that the streaming way of thinking and just working on a project becomes a little bit more of streamlined and efficient.
think they're gonna
Yeah,
be
I
on the
think
other side.
efficiency really is what I
Wait,
need to work on. So, what else do I want to say? Did I already talk about the computer? I don't even remember. I apologize if I already did. This is a new to me computer. It's got a 3060 Ti in it.
I'm chasing you that way.
Got
When
an
you come on the
NVMe
other side,
in
it's gonna be
there,
much deeper than it is right here.
SSD.
I'm thinking this is so low, they couldn't get up over that lip. You'll see what I mean. On the other end, there's a lip that comes up. When the water's high, they can swim through it. But when it drops down, you can't. These guys are smart. They know how to, they can just feel it somehow without changing their adjustment, you know, to the water, to the flow. And I don't think this is deep enough for me now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, just really
So
thrilled
let's
to have this.
go on the other side. I don't see
Yeti mic.
any indication. Well, check that hole
Oh
out.
yeah,
Let
the
just
last
see
thing I
something
was
moving
talking
around
about in
here.
the first stream, I did like half an hour.
Well, Joe will be happy that we made a path for him.
Yeah. Well, maybe in a couple of weeks we'll come back.
Yeah, you gotta see the other side. The other side is where they open it. You see anything swimming out?
55-inch TV that I got at a yard sale for only $20.
Wait.
And I think they sold it to me like that because when I got home, the LEDs, some of them were like really bright. And so I googled that and figured out,
I'm gonna see
LED
any little
lenses
crap
pop
from the
off
rain
over
this
time,
week.
or maybe while I
in that
was
hole, and then we'll go to the other side. Does that sound
transporting it
okay?
in my car back
Sounds
home,
great.
Maybe something popped out. Anyways, I watched some YouTube videos on how to repair it. And sure enough, with the help of a friend, we learned about the various levels, the screens, and I bought some new strips and put it in, and it looks like a dream now. Like it's really good. It's not perfect. There are a few spots where the lenses are just like a little dark, or a little bright. So it's not 100% uniform, but I'd say like 95. Like I'm really happy. I don't really notice it unless the screen's like completely white or completely black. Or, well, not black, but you know, like a completely gray. Anyhow, you would never see that because that's something here in the real world, not on the digital world.
I think they're on the other side. What you see on the other side, you won't believe it. It's
in my
beautiful
channel,
wetlands, and it's
I went with graphic
it's
chaos.
really different because the water, there's a big
I
lip.
wanted to do
They would
graphics,
have to get
but that
into
has already
college.
been taken, and that's like kind of my video editing channel that I use very infrequently. But that's one thing that I wanted to do. Like I said, it was taken, and all these various spellings were taken. So I went with graphic, and then another channel
Okay.
that I do that's strictly music is Digital Chaos. Spell it with K-0S. Anyways, I'll get to that some point. So yeah, my Twitch streamer name is Graphic Chaos. I kind of like it. I hope to use my music in future videos.
Everything on.
Maybe just playing in the background, you can just download from the music. Most of that music was made in Fruity Loops. And I do say Fruity Loops because that music was all made back in maybe 2001. But yeah, back then that was Fruity Loops. Now it's FL Studio. And I downloaded FL Studio. Actually decided to buy it back in 2022 or so, and it's a totally different program, but I still like it, and I dabble once in a while making some beats. And I've got a few other channels of music. Nothing interesting. I'll just share for the music, Digital Chaos, DIGITAL space K-0S. I've only got my first album on there from 2000. Check that out if you're interested in hearing some crazy Fruity Loop loops. Anyways, thanks for joining. I'm gonna hop back over to
This little pile.
make sure that's still working. Great. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna hop back over here. Oh, well, sorry. Actually, OBS. Turn that on. Yeah, we'll see that. Is what I thought. So I'm gonna say thanks for stopping by or checking out the video after the stream, and yeah, message me if you got any questions. All right, peace.
I think